Welcome to the quiet story of black holes, a gentle journey through the calm and mysterious depths of our universe. In this video, we will drift slowly through space, exploring the quiet life of stars, the slow birth and patient presence of black holes, and the serene flow of time near these cosmic giants. This journey is divided into 6 relaxing parts, each designed to help you unwind and let your imagination float. Part 1: A quiet universe, settling into the calm rhythm of space. Part 2: Drifting near a black hole, observing matter and motion without hurry. Part 3: The gentle hearts of galaxies, exploring supermassive black holes at galaxy centers. Part 4: Where time grows soft, understanding the patient flow of time near gravity. Part 5: The distant, gentle future, imagining the universe far ahead in time. Part 6: The complete quiet story, bringing it all together and drifting peacefully into rest. This video is meant to be listened, allowing you to relax, rest, or gently fall asleep while drifting through the silent beauty of the cosmos. Let us start. Part 1: A quiet universe. Far away from Earth. Beyond the noise of daily life. Beyond the reach of clocks, schedules, and screens. There is a universe that moves very slowly. Tonight, there is nothing you need to do. Nothing you need to remember. You can simply listen. And let your thoughts drift gently through space. As you settle in, imagine the vast darkness above the planet. Not an empty darkness, but a quiet one. A darkness filled with distant stars, soft light, and long stretches of calm. The universe is not in a hurry. It never has been. Stars are born over millions of years. Galaxies slowly turn like drifting islands of light. And even the most mysterious objects in space, black holes, spend most of their existence in silence. Tonight, we are not here to fear them. We are not here to rush toward them. We are simply here to understand them. Slowly, gently, as part of the quiet story of the universe. Black holes are often spoken about in dramatic ways. They are described as powerful, dangerous, and intense. But in reality, black holes are among the calmest objects in space. Most of the time, they do nothing at all. They sit quietly, holding on to their gravity, patiently waiting. As the universe continues to expand around them, they do not roam the cosmos looking for stars. They do not chase planets. They remain where they are formed, anchored in space, as still as anything can be. In fact, if a black hole replaced our sun tomorrow, Earth would continue orbiting peacefully, just as it does now. The light would be gone, but the gravity would feel familiar. This tells us something important. Black holes are not cosmic monsters. They are natural results of time, gravity, and balance. They are part of the universe's slow rhythm. To understand black holes, we must first slow our thinking. Space does not operate on human time. There are no seconds ticking by. No minutes to count. No urgency. In space, change happens gradually, over spans of time so large they feel almost imaginary. A star can live for billions of years, shining calmly, holding itself together through balance. At its core, a star is always balancing 2 forces: gravity pulling inward, and energy pushing outward. For most of its life, the star remains steady, warm, bright, predictable. But eventually, very slowly, that balance begins to shift. Some stars are small and quiet. They fade gently, leaving behind soft remnants. But some stars are born massive, with far more material than they will ever truly need. These large stars burn hotter and faster, using up their energy over millions of years instead of billions. And when their fuel finally runs low, gravity begins to speak a little louder. Not suddenly, not violently, but inevitably. The star can no longer hold itself up. And so, it begins to change. This is not the beginning of destruction. It is simply a transition. A slow rearranging of matter, guided by gravity, and shaped by time. At this point in the story, you might imagine something loud or chaotic. But instead, picture quiet. Picture a star growing still. Its light fading. Its outer layers drifting away, while its course slowly collapses inward. This inward movement does not rush. It follows gravity's calm instruction. Step by step. Layer by layer. For the largest stars, this collapse continues until the core becomes incredibly dense. So dense that space itself bends deeply around it. And this is where a black hole is born. Not with noise, not with intention, but as a natural result of gravity doing what it always does. Pulling gently, patiently, forever. A newborn black hole does not announce itself. It does not glow. It does not shine. In fact, it becomes invisible. Not because it is aggressive, but because its gravity is now strong enough that even light cannot easily leave. And so, the black hole becomes quiet. It does not reach outward. It does not expand endlessly. It simply exists, holding its place in the universe. From far away, nothing looks unusual at all. Stars continue their slow orbits. Galaxies continue their gentle rotations. Life, distance, and time move on, unchanged. It is important to remember this. Black holes are not sudden endings. They are not cosmic disasters waiting to happen. They are long-term residents of the universe. They are stable, predictable, and remarkably calm. Most black holes will never interact with anything at all. They spend eons drifting through space, surrounded by silence, doing very little. They are reminders that stillness can exist, even in the most extreme places. As you listen, allow your breathing to slow. There is no need to picture details clearly. You can let the ideas blur softly, like stars seen through half-closed eyes. The universe does not demand attention. It allows rest. And black holes, despite their mystery, are part of that permission to rest. They are not rushing toward the future. They are not clinging to the past. They simply remain. In the next part of our journey, we will drift closer. Not falling, not approaching quickly, but observing from a safe, distant calm. We will explore what it feels like to exist near a black hole, where space moves differently, and time begins to slow. But for now, there is nothing else you need to know. Only that the universe is quiet, gravity is patient, and even the darkest objects in space have a gentle story to tell. Rest here for a moment. Let the silence continue. Part 2: Drifting near a black hole. Now that you've settled into the quiet rhythm of the universe, we can drift a little closer. There is no movement required from you. No effort. No direction to choose. Imagine simply floating, carried gently by the fabric of space itself. Far away, a black hole rests in silence. From this distance, it does not appear dramatic. It does not pull or tug. It does not announce its presence. It is simply there. A region of space where gravity has grown deep and strong, like a calm valley in the landscape of the universe. As you drift closer, still very far away, you begin to notice how space behaves. Stars nearby move in slow, graceful paths. They orbit peacefully, as if guided by invisible lines. This motion is not rushed. It is steady, predictable, almost soothing to watch. A black hole does not disturb its surroundings. It organizes them. Gravity becomes a gentle guide, shaping movement, setting rhythm, allowing everything to know where it belongs. Around some black holes there is a soft glow. This glow does not come from the black hole itself, but from the material nearby. Dust, gas, remnants of ancient stars slowly circle around. This material forms what scientists call an accretion disk. But you don't need to remember the name. You can simply imagine a thin, glowing ring, moving slowly, like a cosmic stream of light. Each particle follows its own quiet path, guided by gravity, never colliding violently, never rushing. Even here, near one of the most extreme objects in space, order remains. As material drifts closer to the black hole, it warms gently, glowing softly as it moves. This process can take a very long time. Thousands of years. Millions of years. Sometimes longer. There is no urgency. The universe does not hurry matter along. Everything is allowed to take the time it needs. Now, imagine hovering safely at a distance. You are not falling. You are not being pulled. You are simply observing. The black hole remains dark, silent, still. It does not suck things in. It does not reach outward. Objects only move closer if they are already drifting that way. And even then, the journey is slow, very slow. If you could remain here long enough, you would notice something unusual. Time itself seems different. Clocks, if you had one, would tick more slowly near the black hole. Moments stretch. Seconds soften. This is not something you need to understand fully. You can think of it like a gentle thickening of time, as if the universe itself were moving in slow motion. Near a black hole, time rests. This slowing of time is not uncomfortable. It is not confusing. It is peaceful. It means there is even less need to hurry, less need to think ahead, less reason to hold on to thoughts. Everything unfolds exactly as it should, far from being chaotic. Part 3: The Gentle Hearts of Galaxies. Without any effort at all, the scene begins to widen. The quiet black hole you were observing slowly fades into the distance. Not because it is gone, but because the universe is very large. As your awareness expands, you begin to notice something else. A galaxy. Not rushing. Not spinning wildly. But turning slowly. Gracefully. Like a soft spiral drawn in light. Galaxies are vast collections of stars, dust and gas, moving together over unimaginable time. Each one is a calm system, held together by gravity, and guided by balance. And at the center of nearly every large galaxy, there is a black hole. These are not ordinary black holes. They are called supermassive black holes. Not because they are loud or aggressive, but because they have existed for a very long time. They have been quietly growing since the earliest days of the universe. Some are millions of times more massive than our Sun. Some are billions of times more massive. And yet, they remain still. They do not tear galaxies apart. They help hold them together. At the heart of our own galaxy, the Milky Way, there is such a black hole. It rests calmly at the center, far, far away from Earth. It has been there longer than our planet, longer than life. longer than memory. And still, everything remains stable. Stars orbit peacefully. Galactic arms drift slowly. Nothing feels rushed. This tells us something important. Even enormous gravity can be gentle when it has time. Supermassive black holes are not rulers. They are anchors. They provide a quiet center, a point of balance, around which everything else can move calmly. From very far away, their presence is subtle. You would not see them easily. You would only notice the order they help create. Sometimes, long ago, when galaxies were young and full of material, these central black holes were more active. Gas and dust slowly drifted inward, feeding the black hole over millions of years. During those times, the centers of galaxies glowed softly. But even this activity was not chaotic. It followed long, patient rhythms. And eventually, it settled. Today, most supermassive black holes are quiet. They are no longer surrounded by much material. They rest, nearly invisible, at the centers of their galaxies. They have nothing left to prove, nothing left to gather. They simply remain. Imagine hovering far above a galaxy now. From this distance, everything feels calm and orderly. Stars are born, live their long lives, and fade. Galaxies slowly drift past one another. And at the center, a black hole waits. Unchanging, patient. It does not interfere. It does not command. It allows the galaxy to be what it is. As you listen, you may notice your thoughts becoming softer, less defined. That is perfectly fine. This story does not require attention. It welcomes rest. There is something comforting about knowing that even the largest structures in existence are guided by calm forces. Gravity does not shout. Time does not rush. The universe prefers slow solutions. In the next part of our journey, we will return to the idea of time itself. We will explore how gravity and black holes gently stretch moments, soften seconds, and allow time to flow differently. For now, you can stay here, resting at the edge of a galaxy, watching billions of stars move in quiet harmony. Part 4, where time grows soft. As we drift away from the bright arms of the galaxy, the universe grows darker again. Not empty, just quiet. This is a good place to think about time. Not time as clocks measure it, but time as the universe experiences it. In everyday life, time feels steady. 1 second follows another. Moments move forward without pause. But in space, time is more flexible. It stretches, slows, and flows differently, depending on gravity. Near a black hole, gravity becomes deep and strong. So strong that it gently affects time itself. Clocks placed near a black hole would tick more slowly than clocks far away. This is not something to worry about. It is simply the universe allowing time to take its time. Imagine time as a calm river, far from gravity. The river flows smoothly and evenly. But near a black hole, the river widens, slows, and deepens. The water still moves forward, just more gently. Moments last longer. Seconds feel softer. There is no rush to the next instant. This slowing of time is not dramatic. There are no sudden stops. Everything remains continuous, peaceful, connected. If you were floating safely near a black hole, far outside its boundary, you would feel calm. Your thoughts would stretch. Your breathing would slow. The universe would seem content to wait with you. Black holes remind us that time is not a rigid rule. It is a companion. It adapts to its surroundings. It responds to gravity the same way matter does. Gently, patiently, without resistance. Even at the edge of a black hole, a place scientists call the event horizon, nothing sudden happens. There is no wall, no sharp line, just a gradual change in how space and time behave. From far away, everything appears frozen, slowed, almost peaceful. This idea has comfort in it. If time can slow, then there is no need to hurry. If moments can stretch, then rest has space to exist. The universe itself knows how to pause. As you listen, you may notice your mind drifting. Thoughts may come and go, without staying long. This is natural. The universe is not asking you to hold on to anything. Black holes are often described as places where time ends. But this is not quite right. Time does not disappear. It simply changes. It becomes quiet. It becomes patient. Far into the future, long after stars have faded, black holes will remain. And even they will slowly change. Over unimaginable spans of time. They will gently lose energy. Softly fading. Without urgency. Nothing in the universe. And suddenly, everything transitions. In the final parts of our journey, we will look toward that distant future. A universe growing quieter, cooler, more still. But for now, you can rest here. In a place where time flows slowly. Where gravity is calm. And where there is nothing to rush toward. Part 5: The Distant, Gentle Future. As we continue to drift, let us imagine the universe far into the future. Not tomorrow. Not next year. But billions, even trillions of years from now. The stars we know now will have completed their long lives. Many will have quietly faded. Others will have transformed into dense remnants. White dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. Black holes will remain. Silent guardians of the cosmos. Deep wells in the fabric of space. Patient. Still. Eternal. Even in this distant future, nothing is chaotic. Nothing rushes. Everything unfolds slowly. In perfect order. The universe will continue to expand. But black holes will stay largely unchanged. Drifting through empty space. Sometimes lonely, sometimes near each other. Some will merge over unimaginable timescales. Becoming slightly larger. But still quiet, still calm. No explosions. No drama. Just slow, gentle growth. In this distant future, the universe will be darker. Stars will be scarce. Galaxies will thin. Yet black holes will quietly anchor space. They will continue to bend gravity. To guide the remaining matter in gentle arcs. To remind the cosmos that stillness exists. Even in vast emptiness. You can picture yourself drifting near one of these black holes. Far from any star. Far from any sound. No light to warm your eyes. No noise to disturb your thoughts. Just the deep, calm presence of gravity. And the slow flow of time. Here, there is nothing to worry about. Nothing to rush for. No urgency at all. And yet, this quiet presence is full of wonder. Imagine matter slowly approaching. Circling the black hole in long, slow spirals. Glowing softly. Then merging into the dark abyss. Even in the absence of light, There is motion, graceful and deliberate. A cosmic dance performed over millions of years. Soft, silent, and calm. Black holes teach us something important. Even the most powerful forces do not need to shout. Even the heaviest objects can exist patiently. Even in a universe that seems immense and lonely, order and quiet persist. There is a rhythm here. Slow but steady. A rhythm that stretches across time itself. If you were to float here, you might notice the universe itself beginning to cool. Energy will disperse. Light will fade. The star's warmth will diminish. Yet black holes will remain as anchors. Still, patient, and eternal. And in their quiet presence, you can feel a kind of cosmic peace. Now, as your thoughts drift alongside this distant future, remember the lesson of black holes. Stillness is not emptiness. Patience is not absence. Even in darkness, there is presence. Even at the edge of time, there is calm. Soon, in the final part of our journey, we will gather all these ideas together. The slow birth of stars, the gentle life of black holes, the quiet heartbeat of galaxies, and the patient flow of time. We will rest in the complete story, the quiet story of black holes. For now, allow yourself to drift, to float, and to rest in the calm of the universe. Part 6. The Complete Quiet Story. Now let us gather all the moments of our journey. From the first quiet stars, to the deep, patient black holes, at the centers of galaxies, and onward into the distant future. We have traveled slowly, with no rush, no urgency. Only the gentle rhythm of the universe guiding us. Black holes are not monsters. They are natural. They are patient. They are the quiet consequences of gravity and time. They remind us that even the most mysterious things in the cosmos exist without drama. They follow the slow rhythm of the universe. Over millions and billions of years, we began by watching stars burn gently. Some grew massive, some faded softly. Gravity pulled inward, energy pushed outward. And over unimaginable time, the largest stars gave birth to the calm, patient black holes we have observed. We drifted closer, observing the material around black holes, and noticed that even the brightest glows were slow, deliberate, and rhythmic. Nothing rushed. Nothing screamed. Everything moved with a quiet balance. Then we traveled to the hearts of galaxies, where supermassive black holes anchor the stars. They are not rulers. They do not demand obedience. They simply hold the galaxies together, allowing billions of stars to move in calm, predictable harmony. We explored the nature of time itself. Near black holes, time stretches, slows, and moments become soft. It is a rhythm the universe uses to maintain balance and order. Time does not rush. Time rests. Finally, we glimpse the distant future. Stars fade. Galaxies thin. The universe cools. And yet black holes remain. Silent. Stable. Eternal. Anchors in a universe of quiet stillness. All of this, the birth, the life, the quiet patience, is the story of black holes. Not a story of chaos or fear. Not a story of sudden endings. But a story of slow, deliberate existence. A story of gravity, time, and calm. And as you listen now, you too can take part in this quiet story. Your thoughts can drift. Your breath can slow. Your mind can float. In the gentle rhythm of the universe. You are not in a hurry. You are not required to do anything. You are simply here. resting, floating, in the calm and patient presence of the cosmos. Remember, black holes are not dangerous for us. They are distant. They are stable. They remind us that even the most powerful forces can exist quietly, without noise, without conflict, without stress. Let yourself sink deeper into stillness. Let your mind soften. Imagine the slow drift of stars, the quiet rotation of galaxies, and the eternal presence of black holes. All is calm. All is quiet. All is patient. And as your body and mind rest, let the universe cradle you. Let the gentle rhythm of gravity, light, and time guide you into sleep. The quiet story of black holes and the quiet story of the universe continues as you drift peacefully into dreams.